Hello, and welcome to this HelloID Service Automation product release video for July 2021. HelloID Service Automation is a user management self-service solution designed to delegate user management into the organization. For example, delegate group management, delegate distribution group management, delegate share management. It will help ICT departments to prevent accumulation of licenses and access rights. Please note that in this video, we will only show the new functionalities for the July 2021 release. Please go to docs.helloid.com or our YouTube channel for more videos. Let's get started. In this video, we'd like to start with a PowerPoint presentation and then demo the new functionalities for the July 2021 release. We have 4 new features in this release. The first new feature is an update delegated form layout with a wider model. In this feature, the model is wider so there is more space available for the form components and less need to scroll horizontally. The second new feature is edit or create a data source directly from a dynamic form element. Now you can edit or create a data source in the same window without navigating to another page or opening a new browser tab. The third new feature is Delegated Form Submission logging into Elastic reporting. With this new feature, all delegated form submissions are logged into Elastic and available for reporting. Our last new feature is dynamic form administration logging into Elastic. With this new feature, the dynamic form administration from the admin panel is logged into Elastic and available for reporting. Let's demonstrate these new features. Let's start with the new feature for editing or creating data sources directly from the dynamic form element. We have opened the admin panel and navigated to Self-Service, Forms, and clicked on the Add Form button. For demo purposes, we will create a simple form with a grid, text input, and also a password input. When we click on the Edit icon for the grid, you will see this new updated model here, where we have to select a new data source because it's required for using a grid. And here you see the new feature. Using this button, Create Data Source, or this tab on top called Data Source, we can go directly to the Data Source wizard without opening a new page or opening a new browser tab. So, we click on Create Data Source, and the Data Source wizard will be opened in the same window. For this demo, we will create a static data source. We will go to the next page. We will use the default static data source data, click on Suggest a Model to generate the model, and click on Save to save the data source, and it is automatically connected to this grid. Now we click on Update field to save this configuration. If you would like to edit the data source, you can also go to the Edit icon for this grid, and we click on the Data Source tab, see the data source, and navigate to the next page and modify the static data source. Let's save this form. To demonstrate the next feature, the update of the delegated form layout with a wider model, we have opened the Service Desk page of HelloID. Here you will find all the configured Service Desk forms, including the form we just created called Release Demo. When we open this form, you will notice that the model is much wider. This leaves more space available for your form components, and multiple columns can be displayed in a grid without the need for scrolling horizontally. To prepare for the demonstration of the next feature, we will select a record from the grid, enter some text in the text input, and also add a random password in the password input. We go to the next page to see the summary, and we click on this button for submission. Let's demonstrate the last feature called Delegated Form Submission logging in Elastic. We have just submitted this form, so we can now go to the links and navigate to Reports. Here you will find the available HelloID modules and the corresponding reports available to you. For the delegated form submissions, we open this report, and your data will be loaded into the report. In this report, you will see all the delegated form submissions, including the form's name, who submitted it, and the form data itself. So for example, here we can find the submission we recently did. We selected the Tesla in the grid and we entered some text in the text input. As you can see in the form data, the entered password is not available. This is because that's a secret value and that won't be available in the logging. This report is dynamic, so you can create your filters over here, or you can click on the elements. For example, if we click on the Tools Forever Administrator, the report is filtered and we will only see the submissions done by this user. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you have any additional questions. You can post your question in YouTube or send it to isupport@toolsforever.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive updates, improvements, and changes in HelloID. Have a wonderful day.